Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Sorry about the loss in broadcast for a second. Since we were gone, Henderson State has built on their lead. They now have a 5-0 lead over the Crimson Storm. 2 outs so far in the top of the fourth inning, with Kinabuchi on the mound. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. That one just high over the strike zone. 3 balls, 1 strike now. It was Zach Gray who flied out to right field and was a sacrifice fly, accredited to him. Right now it's Langston on the mount at the plate. Swing and a miss, and that'll bring up a full count scenario. And a strikeout to end the inning. SNU now down 5-0 as we go to the bottom of the fourth, halfway through the second game here on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Bottom of the fourth here. Swing and a miss for Maskey. Maskey already had a strike against him. Now he stands at the wrong end of a count of an 0-2 count. He's going to get all of this one, and it's going to be a single into center field. So Maskey's going to take an easy trot to first. Shelby Reese comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1 today with a fly out. Goes to check on Maskey. And Maskey's going, and he's going to get caught stealing. So Maskey is taken out. Just let off a little bit too much, and he couldn't make it to second base. Now Robert Lee's coming to talk to the umpire. And he is visibly upset. The umpire is trying to explain their reasoning as to what happened. So it's going to be Shelby Reese. He's no balls, no strikes. However, that one out. Taking out Maskey. So no one on base now for the Crimson Storm. That one goes way outside for ball one. That one finds the inside corner. Strike one. And Eve pushed the bat across the plate. Strike two. And looks like Shelby Reese was asking for a reprieve. However, the pitch was going, and tried to put a bunt across just to save it, and it's going to count as an out against him. Strikeout for Eschberger. So Escobedo comes up to the plate, and he gets a piece of this one, and it flies into left field. And it's able to be tracked down by Langston, and that'll end the fourth inning. 3 innings to go here at SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Jackson Martin, the designated hitter, is going to lead off the top of the fifth inning. He's going to start out with a So 1 ball, 1 strike now as the next pitch goes into the dirt. That one goes into the dirt as well, as Kinabuchi now finds himself at the bottom of a 2-1 count. Martin gets a piece of this one, and it goes foul. Ties up his count at 2-2. Trying to go inside, can't quite do it. 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count. Here's the payoff pitch. Gets all of it. Over to the shortstop for Maskey, and he's going to get him. And he can't quite get there. He's going to. And he'll get there with relative ease because Cooper couldn't hang on to it. Couldn't hang on to the ball. So an unforced error there for SNU is going to put Martin at second base. Seems like an easy play to begin with. Someone goes just high, and now Vernon's going to go talk to Kenabuchi. So 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. That one can't find the strike zone either. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. That one can't find the strike zone as well. Kenabuchi now at the wrong end of a 3-0 count. That one finds the strike zone. Makes it at least somewhat interesting. 3 balls, 1 strike. That one finds a strike zone as well. Now a full count coming up. That one can't find the strike zone, and Dylan McCain will go to second base. And we'll bring up Joe Myers. So Kenabuchi and Vernon talk again. He finds the strike zone to begin with this time. That one's just low below the strike zone. That one again finds the strike zone just below on the edge. Far too below the strike zone. That one can't make it to the strike zone either. Another full count on its way. And once again, another walk coming up. It'll load up the bases for Kenibuchi. And we're going to get a pitching change coming up right here. And it is going to be number 6 for the Crimson Storm, Cody Tolbert. We'll be right back to SNUathletics.com. We'll wait for that to warm up. Keep it right here. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Cody Tolbert goes to work, and he's already in a jam with no outs. He's going to be going up against Nolan Ryan, number 26. He starts out by a swing and a miss. 1 strike, no balls, no outs. Gets a piece of that one and fouls it off. Now he finds himself down in the count. No balls, 2 strikes. Another foul as well, and he goes flying behind. Another foul this one is. And now Ryan just trying to battle. With Tolbert. one's too high. First ball of the at-bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. However, that one is going to strike out there. There's the first out of the inning. Got to find the ball on that first one. He's going to get this one right over the middle. Bounces off the plate, and that's going to be a hit, driving another run home. That brings in 2 runs, and Henderson is up 7 runs to nothing over the Crimson Storm. This game has been dominated on all sides by the Reddies. That went too far inside for ball 1. This one finds the strike zone for strike 1. Tries to put down the bunt. And he is going to be out at the plate. And that's going to be a double play. First one at the plate, second one at third. And that'll end the inning. Over Crimson Storm find themselves down by 7 runs now. We're right back here on SNUathletics.com with the bottom of the 5th. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Jake Vernon leading off the bottom of the fifth inning, and he starts it off with a swing and a miss. So that is how the bottom of the fifth will start, with an 0-1 count against Vernon, and Eschberger is still in there. Eschberger has pitched for the full 4 innings, and he is now up on Vernon 0-2. He's pitched all 4 innings. He's allowed 3 hits, no runs, no earned runs, 1 walk, 5 strikeouts today. Vernon is battling with him after fouling off the 3rd pitch. Next pitch goes off just a little bit too high for ball 1. That one is inside for a strikeout. And Vernon is retired. And it brings up Christian Dent in the bottom of the order. He got a piece of that one, but fouls it off. Strike 1. That one's way too far out. Sparks had to reach out to get it. Ball 1. That one just a little bit too far on the outside. He tried to find the corner and just couldn't get there. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And he thought about going that one, but I don't think he pushed. And the first base umpire says no, he did not. 3 balls, 1 strike. Coming up for Dent with Perez and Wagner on deck. That was too far out, and Dent will travel to first base. So here comes Garrett Perez, who's 0 for 1 today. He has a walk, and he's reached on an error. That one is too high above the strike zone and too outside as the sun begins to set here in Bethany. Gotta wonder how long we're going to be able to play. That one finds the inside corner. Strike 1, ties up the count. We don't have lights here at Cypress Athletic, so gotta wonder at what point they say we can't play no more. Gets a piece of that one, and it's a hit into right field. And Dent is going to go all the way to third, and now SNU has men on the corners. So Wagner is up with Cooper on deck. That one is just high above the chest. Brings up ball 1. And that one is the exact opposite, way too low, ball 2. And now he's either on top or on bottom of the strike zone. Nevertheless, brings up ball 3. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Could load up the bases with a walk here. And there's ball number 4. And the bases are loaded with Wagner on first, Perez on second, Dent on third. And Austin Cooper now up to bat. SNU, this has been their best opportunity of the whole ball game. Too far outside. That one's too far outside as well. Pretty much the exact same spot, but a little bit closer to the strike zone this time. 2 balls, no strikes. So Sparks is going to go talk to Eschberger. And you got to wonder when they're going to pull him out of there. That one finds a strike zone and gives Austin Cooper something to think about. A swing and a miss. Evens up the count, 2 apiece. He gets a piece of that one and fouls it off into the net. And that one, I believe, went behind Cooper. So, brings up a full count here. SNU trying to put themselves up on the scoreboard at least once in this ball game, and fouls it off into the net. So we're staying right here where we are. Gets a piece of it and off into left field, and it's down. That's going to bring in 2 runs. Austin Cooper gets the Crimson Storm on board with 2 runs and makes it a 7-2 ball game. Still in favor of the Reddies, but at least puts SNU in a position to build off something. No, only 1 out so far in this inning for the Crimson Storm. And it's Cole Lee up. He's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts today. He's left 3 on base today. They're going to keep Eschberger in there. He tried to put down the bunt and put it off to the last moment, and he missed. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. And that one is too far outside. Ties up the count 1 apiece. That one's too low. Two balls, one strike coming up. There's one into the strike zone. One ball, two strikes coming up against Cole Lee. That one just below the strike zone. Two balls, two strikes. Gets a good hit off this one, and it's going to be caught by the left fielder, Langston. Everybody stays the same, and it's 2 outs now for the Crimson Storm. That one finds a strike zone. One strike. That one just on the outside. Fouls that one off into the net. One ball, two strikes now. Gets a hold of that one. And just a quick dish to the second base is how the 5th inning is going to end. As we go to the 6th inning, the Crimson Storm are on the board 7-2. We'll be right back here on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. So we come back here. Tolbert's still on the mound, and he's pitching off to Jordan Harris this time. And right now he's tied up 1-1. This one goes way outside, ball 2. This one outside as well. Here comes ball 3. Jordan Harris. And a duel with Tolbert at the moment. Swing and a miss, and that'll fill up the count. That one goes off. And that is ball 4. So Harris will go to first base, and he's followed by Zach Gray. And he gets a piece of this one, and it's flying out to center field. And it's tracked down by Garrett Perez for the first out of the inning. So Taylor Langston coming up to the plate now. Swing and a miss to start out. And another swing and a miss. He's now down in the count 0-2. He checks over there at Harris to make sure he's still honest. Tolbert up in the count. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Langston had a pretty good game today. He's had a pretty good couple of games. There's the first ball as it goes into the dirt. And he thought that one hit the strike zone, but just too low. And there's a runner going, and Cooper just can't quite get to it. And that allows Harris to go all the way to third. Langston goes to first, no one on second. And Jackson Martin is up to bat now, with McCain on deck. Gets a piece of it. He's going to first base, and he is tagged out. So now men on second and third as Langston advances. Excuse me. So McCain comes up with men on second and third. 2 outs now against the Reddies. That one finds the strike zone as well. No balls, 1 strike. That one too high. Evens up the count. That one on the outside for ball 2. And a swing and a miss is going to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one is outside as well. Here comes a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tolbert trying to get out of this inning. And he fouls that one off behind the bleachers. A swing and a miss, and that sinks McCain, and McCain's frustrated about it. That brings us to the bottom of the 6th inning. Crimson Storm down by 5 runs here on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Emilio Escobedo sends one flying out of the park. Home run, SNU. Emilio Escobedo puts a run on the board all by his lonesome. And he stomps on the plate. SNU now 3 runs on the board, still 4 runs behind the Reddies. That brings up Jake Vernon. Vernon gets a piece of it and pops it up to Nolan Ryan at second base. 2 outs now for the Crimson Storm as Shelby Reese was the other one. So Christian Dent, the bottom of the order, up for the Crimson Storm. First one is Ryan inside the strike zone, strike 1. Next one's on the bottom, strike 2. Or, excuse me, ball 1. That one does find the strike zone for strike 2. On the inside corner. Excuse me, the outside corner, inside strike zone. That one way outside. Catcher could barely get to it. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs now. That one's hit to second base. So SNU scores on a home run of Emilio Escobedo. That's it. 1 hit, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, no one left on base. So we go to the 7th and final inning here on SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Joe Toilolo now pitching for the Crimson Storm in the top of the 7th. That one is hit well into center field, but it's corralled by Garrett Perez. That's the first out of the inning. That is Joe Myers, who is going to be out. Brings up Nolan Ryan, number 26, second baseman. So we are losing light quickly here at Phelan Field. That one goes outside and low for ball 1. Second one is high and outside for ball 2. That one is fouled off into the net behind the players. Strike one. That one is low, but inside the strike zone. Strike two, tied up the count, 2 apiece. That one is fouled off to the right, off into the parking lot. That one is fouled off to the right as well, deeper into the parking lot. Count stays the same. And now it's just a battle between Nolan Ryan and Joe Toilolo. That one is inside for ball 3. Full count coming up. And that one's hit strong and gets past the shortstop. So Nolan Ryan able to get to first base and bring up number 17, the catcher Turner Sparks, who's 1 for 2 today. 2 RBIs to his credit. Got a piece of that one, fouled off for strike 1. That one's too high for ball 1. Evens up the count. And a runner's going. Can't get to that runner, but they will get to Sparks, who's thrown out at first. 2 outs now with a man on second, and Nolan Ryan brings up Brandon Pollock in the top of the order. So Toilolo trying to end the inning right now. And he's going to get a hit into left field. Are they going to be able to get him? Well, they're able to hold him up at third base. Two outs now. Vernon still talking to Toilolo. Men on the corners. Pollock on first, Nolan Ryan at third, and Jordan Harris batting now. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. And there's strike 2 on the inside bottom corner. That one is too low. The first ball. That one's fouled off behind the bleachers. One ball, 2 strikes now. Too far outside, and there goes a runner. And he decides to hold up the ball. That one goes into the pitcher's belly. Ball 3. Gets a good piece of it into center field. That's bringing in 2 runs to make it a 9-3 advantage for the Reddies. You got to wonder how much light they're willing to play with today. That one is good for strike 1. That one's fouled off for strike 2. And that one's inside for strike 3. And that is going to take us 3 outs away. That's all SNU has to get 6 runs when we come back to SNUathletics.com. Welcome back to SNUathletics.com. Playing on the last bit of light that we can here, as Garrett Perez is leading off in the top of the order for the Crimson Storm. And we're starting out with 2 balls. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. He gets a bit of this one. Third base is able to get it and throw him out at first. So 1 down, 2 more to go for the Reddies to get series sweep over the Crimson Storm. Here comes Cole Wagner, third baseman. He's gone 1 for 1 so far. He's got a double and a walk. He's also grounded out today. That's 2 balls against him. No strikes. That one goes down into the dirt for ball 3. And that one is ball 4 as it goes above the strike zone and brings up Austin Cooper. Gets a piece of that one and fouls it off towards the Henderson dugout. And he gets a piece of this one off into left field. And is brought down by Langston, and now we're just only 1 out away from ending this ball game. The umpire's discussing something. Wagner was able to advance to second base and bring up Cole Lee. There's a timeout here. That one is too high. Ball 1. That one finds the strike zone. Evens up the count. That one fouls off to the left. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That one's outside and evens up the count. That one's too high. Once again, it's a 3-0 count. It's a 3-2 count here. Full count, 2 outs. Eschberger, who's thrown 102 pitches this entire game, and he gets the field and the out as he does a complete game, and Henderson State beats SNU 9-3. So very quickly, Crimson Storm commit 3 errors as opposed to Henderson's 1. 5 hits. Henderson had 9 hits today, and we end tonight with a 9-3 win for the Reddies as Henderson State sweeps the Crimson Storm. That'll do it all for us here on SNUathletics.com. This is John Hale reporting for Tanner Stiles and everybody else here on the broadcast crew, reminding you to keep those bolts up.